Now move on to Amir, yourself, and then to Shams to talk about some successes, right? Because Amir, you are running one of the largest open pit mines, coal mines. I know coal is a dirty word, but it is a necessity right now in the country's energy landscape. You're running one of the largest coal mines, open pit coal mines in Pakistan. What has your experience been, particularly from the public-private partnership model? And can you tell us a little bit about the shareholding structure of SECMC as well? Over to you, Ahmed, and then I'll ask Shams as well in relation to Pakistan Mineral Development Corporation.
All right, Revel. So thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon to all the participants. Dr. Virk has given such a comprehensive overview of challenges and opportunities that I think we all become, everyone else becomes redundant. So, Rabel, to your question, so this all started in late 2000s when in 2008 government of Sindh advertised that they want to develop a partnership or they seek interested parties to develop Thar Block 2. And Engro was one of the companies which showed their interest and intent. And as a result, the mining of Block 2 was mine lease was issued to SECMC in 2011. So if we look at SECMC, so SECMC is a typical example of a successful PPP project where the government, as Dr. Virk explained, that mining is a provincial subject, and a lot of areas are towards the provincial government. So there was a JV which was signed between Engro and, as we say, Angro and Associates and Government of Sindh, where Government of Sindh today has around 54% shareholding, and Angro and Associates, which includes not only Angro Energy Limited but also Hubco, House of Habib Bank Limited, CMEC, all the consortium of private business houses. So I think that's an interesting model where the government being the owner of the land, or they have the rights over the land and the mine itself. They collaborated with credible business houses with bringing in equity and expertise. And as a result, what has happened in last 10 years or so, 12, 15 years, that you see that in Thar, there is a complete transformation of that region. Government of Sindh played their role in terms of developing infrastructures, roads, airport, ensuring that the mine and the power plants have access to water. The government of Sindh also had a major contribution in terms of helping us at that time of providing sovereign guarantee, which was backed by the federal government. So there is a active support from the federal government as well. And then I think another good thing which government of Sindh has done is creation of the regulatory body, Third Energy Coal Board. So so I think these are the things which the government brought to the table, and private enterprises. They didn't only bring in the money, but also capability, capacity, technology, and then they both culminated, and you can see that this has been a very positive partnership where government of Sindh, like any other stakeholder, operates through the board, and SECMC is being managed by an independent management committee. So today, as you mentioned, that we are operating a 7.6 million ton of coal, where we are supplying to our coal plants, and we are producing 1,320 megawatt of the most efficient fossil energy in the country after nuclear and after the hydel. And yeah, so our experience, so this journey has been full of challenges itself also, but because there is so much potential in Thar, as Dr. Virk mentioned, that there is 175 billion ton of coal, which is one of the largest gold coal reserves in the world. We are only operating currently. We're only operating Block Two, and there is another Chinese operator which operates and explores Block One. So there is still a huge opportunity if you look at moving forward. Because if you look at and as you said, coal is a tricky business. However, for the country needs and country economy, it is very, very essential. So the good news is that now the government is committed to set up a railway connection of 105 kilometers. This will be a game changer because this will open Thar coal to the world. It will have access to port, it will have access across the country. So I think this is the turning point where, because now the concept has been proven in two blocks, it will invite. I think the government should be more actively pursuing other partners or other blocks to start operations, and because there is a lot of opportunity out there. Today, we are importing 16 to 18, 19 million tons of coal every year for our power plants, for cement industry, and we are spending a lot of foreign exchange on that. If we can substitute all these areas with local coal, so we will be saving forex. Secondly, it's a most economical indigenous source of fuel today. So there is a concrete need for the government to push and facilitate the existing blocks to expand as soon as possible, but also to start looking at other investors or start looking at developing other blocks as well.
Thank you for that, and I will come back to you about the future course and the investor outlook for SECMC, particularly its financing needs. Actually, I'm glad that you mentioned financing because that brings me back to Amir. Amir, where are so we've got Block Two, which you're exploring in Thar. What are the further financing needs for SECMC, and what is your message to international investors?
So thank you for raising a very important point, because we all know that in this era, getting finances for coal is getting tougher and tougher. It's not easy to get financing for coal. So I think there is a need, and this we need support from, say, essentially coming from the government of Pakistan, but also international investors, to see that in order to expand in Block Two or Block One or even in Third, we need investment. And today, the Chinese investors, lenders are not they're not interested, or they're not investing in coal outside China any longer. So we are in dire need. If we want to explore the potential of Thar, we need financing, and there is a need to do some creative financing, maybe sukuks, or maybe other instruments which we are exploring, but we need the investment community also to come forward and give us some ideas in terms of how can we explore. If you look at mining, if you look at coal, we are we are not talking about we are all what we are talking about even in next 5, 7, 10 years is replacing imported coal with the local coal. We're not saying we're going to set up we are going to replace or start new industry with the local coal, but all we are saying is we need to replace there's a huge opportunity even to replace the local coal, the imported coal. We are importing 18 million tons of coal. If we can replace, that would mean another block maybe which has to be opened. Then there is a very big opportunity of coal to gasification, but that also requires investment, and international investment coming in the country through different financial instruments. Let me also build on what Shams was talking about in terms of other associated industries. I think another need where I want to raise to the international investors or the people on this call is our dire need to develop capability and capacity. Mining is a relatively underdeveloped industry in Pakistan, and one of the biggest challenges, I think, after financial challenges, the next is getting the right profile of people capable miners who understand mining, who understand modern mining, safe and modern mining, who understand what are the technologies which have been deployed across the world. So these investors, my request to them is not only money, but we need capability, capacity, and technology transfer as well.
That's very pertinent. Thank you for that.